His love of music and music education is known to all who meet him. His commitment to students in his Dayton home is second to none. Jim, the guitar man McCutcheon, is the Arts Education Award winner. Let's watch the video.
Performing artist, teacher, composer, and writer, Jim the Guitar Man McCutcheon has a true passion for music education. McCutcheon graduated from the University of Dayton with a degree in physics and then went on the road with a band. When the tour ended, he knew music would be the best career for him, so he began studying music at Wright State University.
I've played the guitar since I was 11, and that was 54 years ago. I've played it just about every day, and I play anything that looks like a guitar, any instrument that's fretted, like mandolin, banjo, lute. And I started out wanting to be a classical guitarist, and when I had children of my own, I realized how fun they were and what kind of music you could do with them. And that started my work in the schools and teaching, actually specializing in teaching very young children the guitar.
You would have to see Jim in action to really appreciate the way that he relates to children. He's very authentic, and he's got them from the word go, and he's on the floor with them, and they're able to interact with these. And he starts by giving them a sense of the instrument.
And so they call me the Guitar Man because that's an easy way to remember my name. McCutcheon's a little hard for the little ones to pronounce. I've made 2 CDs for children and 2 that would be more for grown-ups, for classical guitar.
And his experience and his connection with people is real, regardless of their age.
Jim can be heard weekends on Discover Classical 88.1 FM's The Intimate Guitar, a volunteer radio show he has produced since 1986.
I've made probably going on to 2,000 programs for them. I do it every week. It's an hour-long program where I get to showcase music from artists from around the world with whom I'm in contact. And I get to affirm their work, and that's important to me.
Jim and his wife Debbie own McCutcheon Music in Centerville, which, with a staff of 50 teachers, has won Dayton Magazine's Best Music Instruction for the past 2 years.
We work with many school band directors, orchestra directors, and about 400 students a week come through here. It's given us a chance to work with our community. Living in Dayton has been a great place to develop my art because it's big enough that there are many opportunities. For example, the Muse Machine is an organization that gets artists into schools, connected with students. I think what keeps me going is the amazing variety of things you can do with the guitar. I keep a really full schedule. I teach at 4 campuses, and I teach here at the store several days a week and do residency programs. Now I get to start my students, especially my young ones, but even my college kids, on a path of understanding technique on the guitar, which is going to help them make their music even better.
Thank you so much. I would like to paraphrase the African proverb and say that it takes a village to raise an artist teacher. The improbable, I would call it lucky, chain of events in this village called Ohio makes this artist thankful because along the way I got to meet a lot of excellent teachers and learn the craft. I learned science and music at the University of Dayton. I worked with a pivotal touring guitarist thanks to a residency that Dayton Public Schools had at the then Living Arts Center. I had an 18-month tour, which was largely around Ohio, which was my trial marriage with music, to see if I wanted to do that or go to medical school. To a receptive faculty at Wright State, when a kid came in through the doors and said he wanted to get a degree in classical guitar, at that time, unheard of, mostly. To an incredible mentor at Wright State, and later at the Muse Machine, whose vision catapulted me into integrating my teaching to combine my two areas, which were quite disparate, science and music, when I love putting them together for the kids. To my long-term relationships with the Ohio Arts Council and the Ohio Arts Presenters Network for growth experiences, support, and connections to develop my teaching and performing artistry. To a community, and later, a classical FM station, which both welcomed my guitar program with open arms. To the many teachers, administrators, and concert presenters who believed in my work and helped me grow in so many ways, Ohio has been a wonderful village. And, most of all, to my family, who supported my passion, giving me the opportunity to experience and share an artistic life. And finally, to develop what my wife and I call our third child, our music store in Dayton, which over the past 29 years has reached more people on more levels than I could have ever dreamed of. Finally, to my students and their families who have brought me closer, not only to them, but to my own art. Thank you all.